fellas. This is Vince Miller. Thanks so much for joining me for this devotional today. We are in Proverbs chapter 19, verse 9. It reads, "A false witness will not go unpunished, and he who breathes out lies will perish." So as we think about witnessing and witnesses, we must remind ourselves that there are four types of witnesses, right? First is the expert witness. This is a person who testifies from a field of expertise. Second is the eyewitness. That's a person who testifies about what they've seen. Third, the character witness. This is a person who testifies about a person's character on trial. And then fourth and finally, the fact or lay witness. This is a person who testifies about specific facts in the case. Now, the evidence that each of these witnesses presents is called testimonial evidence. It is a presentation from their perspective. They present, and then a judge or a jury must determine if the testimony that they're telling is true or false. And the challenge with this testimonial type of evidence is it can be very subjective. A more substantial type of evidence in a trial is called physical evidence. Examples would include things like a fingerprint or blood on the scene or a weapon or other physical objects used in a case. Thus, what we are calling testimonial evidence is a more subjective type and puts a witness, one of those four characters, in a unique place of power over the fate of a single individual, which is a serious matter. And this is clarified in the text today. You know, in our lives, testimonial evidence is everywhere, all the time. And we tend to believe it today for some reason like it's physical evidence, when it's just merely a testimony. And sometimes a false testimony at that. This sometimes is used to falsely accuse some, and other times it's used to falsely uphold them. It works both ways, really. And yet there are two fates for the false witness in our text. The first is punishment in the here and now, and the second is perishing in the hereafter. The writer states that false witnessing is trouble, both now and later. This should bring us to a very serious pause and persuade us to take more seriously the words that we speak about anyone, anywhere, at any time. Gentlemen, take care of the testimony that you believe today, whether it be from a pop star, a politician, or even a pastor. There's a lot of false testimony in our world today. And remember, you have the responsibility to testify to the truth regardless of the cost. It's the best way to live life now and later. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed it, share it with someone else. Hit subscribe. Leave a comment for me below, maybe regarding something you're thinking about today. And I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.